Hello, hello, hello. I am recording now. All right. I'll get my video up. How do I do that? Boom.
Do you want me to turn off my video?
I don't mind. I actually would prefer if I had a face to look at.
Headphones. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Oh. Okay, let's go. All right. So, let me just pull that over there so I can see. Alrighty. We have. So my business concept. So my potential commercial ideas are to offer a media music composition service, as well as a live sound production company. So, yeah. The names I've put them under two different domains, just to not confuse because they're pretty different things. So the name of my media music composition company is SJT Composition, which is my initials. The availability has been checked; it's all good. And the live sound production one is SJT Productions, also been checked for availability. And the websites are the same, sjdcomposition.com.au, sjgproductions.com.au. They're both available. So my target demographic, I'm just going to read it word for word. I believe that the target demographic for my products are in general going to be media film companies. So I've listed a bunch. So I've got media and film companies, advertising agencies, video game developers, theater and venue managers or venues, festival, club, band promoters, radio stations, and TV broadcast companies. The music composition company would appeal to the media and film companies, advertising agencies, and video game developers. So the media and film companies would obviously want it for me to write and score films and television program. The advertising agencies would utilize the company for like writing jingles and themes for ads, as well as just scoring ads. The video game studios would utilize the company to write soundtracks and design sound for their games. The video game industry is pretty lucrative for sound design and music and stuff. The live sound production company would appeal to the venue managers, promoters, radio stations, and broadcast companies. So the theater and venue managers would utilize my company. So this is my second company, to rent equipment like PA systems, cabling, amplifiers, consoles, etc. The promoters would utilize the company for the same reason, to set up for events and concerts, similar to the venue managers. The radio stations, once again, pretty similar, to source gear and engineers as well as consoles. And the broadcast companies for equipment. Okay, that's my demographic. Anything to say?
No.
Pardon?
That was pretty straightforward.
Alrighty. Henry's still here. Oh yeah, never mind. So my target market, how will they benefit? So the composition company will feature composers who specialize in a multitude of different genres and styles. So no matter who you are, you'll be able to get a product from the company. So they'll have no trouble finding a composer for their film, TV show, whatever. The company will also provide multiple versions and prototypes, so just in case so they'll give them a bunch of options. So that's gonna. Bye, George. Where'd he go? All right, I'm talking to Henry. Will not only save time, but it also gives the client a wide variety of products. It's also quality work at a low price because I am a newbie to the industry. The live sound company will supply quality equipment and workers, so that's a pretty good benefit, I guess. Anything to add or subtract?
What kind of workers again?
For which one?
The live sound.
Oh,
You
so
said-
it's a production company. So they so it's like what Heath was saying, like the company he used to work for, Norwest. So like they supply
right,
gear,
okay.
they
Yeah.
supply like
just
PA
like people
systems and
bring in the stuff.
yeah, so if people like a venue needs gear or a festival
Oh, yeah.
needs gear, they'll hire it all out to them or whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, quick and easy, good stuff.
Yeah.
What problems, needs, or issues? So there's often problems that need to be resolved in order for the business to run smoothly. One of these issues relates to being employed. So this is for the first business, the composing one. So being employed by creatively limiting clients. So say your client is constricting your creative ability. That's not a good thing because then you're going to get a not good product. So that's always a possibility, having overbearing or limiting clients. So how do you solve that? You just talk to them, you have meetings and discussions, try and work it out. I don't know. Also, tight deadlines can be an issue when creating things. So if people want it at a certain time, you have to kind of make your own constraints. So you're not going to get the best product that you can do. I honestly don't know how you solve that. Kind of just try to negotiate. Another one that I had was when you work with corporate entities on creative things, it can be, say, if the company doesn't really understand like the product as much, they're just like a business guy, they might not know exactly what they want. You might know better than them. So yeah, might be good to get like someone who's knowledgeable in both to kind of negotiate stuff. That's that. Yeah. Anything?
Which one was that?
That was the first one. The media composition company.
So, no, like what question?
Oh, F.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted.
That's fine. Anything for me, Henry?
No, not on that
You're
one.
writing stuff down.
It's pretty good.
Are you writing stuff down, Henry?
Yeah.
I've got my notebook here as
really?
well, in case anything springs to mind.
All right, I've got up to G. List a minimum of 5 benefits you believe your product service will bring to your potential customers. I found this question to be kind of exactly the same as question E.
Yeah.
So I kind of just am repeating myself a lot, but that's okay. Okay. So we've got quality compositions, so quality work, that goes for the live sound one as well. For both, you're going to get quality. For the composition one, you've got the possibility of reworks. Say if things need tweaking, and I'm happy to redo it. Quality workers for live sound. Fast work that arrives on time. That goes for both. So
Yeah.
it's going to come on time and it's going to be quick. I did 6, I think. Ability to provide multiple versions. I think that's exactly the same as the other one.
Multiple version.
So for the composition one, like I'll provide an array of different options.
Right.
And also the ability to work across multiple genres and styles. That's that.
Pretty good.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Discuss a minimum of 10 practical and operational steps. Okay, so we're obviously going to have pretty similar ones because we watched the lectures. So
Yeah.
for one, I've got to choose a business structure. So for me, I would prefer it to be a partnership because then you don't have all the corporate interference and it just keeps it between 2 people. Then you want to write your business and marketing plan. So yeah, when you get a plan, it's kind of just this document. Research the market. Who are you selling it to? Who is the audience? Which we've already done. Develop the product. You want to develop your product.
But
I'm just repeating the question. Then you want to research any required business licenses and permits. So anything like that you need to run in a venue or in a studio or something. I don't know. You want to establish your trade associations with companies like APRA, AMCOS, and the PPCA. You want to do a risk assessment, assess your risks. Then you want to build your team. So you want your lawyers, your accountants, business experts, people like that. Then you want to set up an accounting system, an ABN. You want to get all your insurance sorted out, insure all your equipment. Then you want to figure out your trademarks and copyright if you're doing, well, because this is a business that makes music. So you want to sort out the copyrights, superannuation for employees and yourself, marketing materials, then agreements and contracts, and then you want to do your finance. And then that's your 10 steps, 16 steps. Anything to add? Or
I feel like if anything, it would just be explain some of the stuff a bit more, like discuss like the way you said. I forget. Sorry.
What did I say?
Stuff about superannuation.
Mm-hmm.
You said it wasn't that bad with that one, but what was like the last one you had?
Finance.
One before that?
Agreements and contracts.
Yeah.
So that's like setting up contracts with clients and like employees and stuff.
Yeah.
I get what you mean though. I kind of just put some of these in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I did with some of them as well.
Right, I'll make amends. All right. Discuss at least 10 resources that you will require in order to implement your business idea. So a website. You want a central hub. A studio as well, or like an office or a warehouse or something. So something where all the products can be worked on and shipped out. A laptop as a mobile workstation. Quality microphones for recording sounds and Foley stuff. a social media presence, so you can establish an audience and a fan base, or yeah. Extensive sound libraries for the composition one. So if you need to do sound design for something, you've got these online sound libraries. A digital audio workstation, portfolio of work, so clients know what to expect. Hard drives and storage devices. Furniture. That's something you want in your studio or whatever. Gotta have some furniture.
Right.
Gotta have a
Like
chair
some
to sit on.
stuff.
Some what?
Some desks.
Yeah, some desks. So if you've got employees, you need desks. So you need to invest in that. And yeah,
Right.
that's that. Anything to add or take away?
Only like little stuff, I guess.
Yeah, say
Like-
it so I have something to do.
I don't know if you said business cards.
I did not say business cards.
I can't remember if you said hard drive.
I did say hard drive.
Okay. Or like electrical tape and like sharpeners.
Yeah, I didn't say stuff like that.
And then you pretty much, I guess, equipment. Just saying
Oh,
equipment.
yeah, I forgot to
like
read it, but in the studio part, I said a studio would need to be built hired as a workstation where the products can be worked on. All studio equipment is included. So,
Right. Yeah.
yeah. Cool. Research a minimum of 5 businesses. All right, so I'll do this quickly. So my first one is scoring and sound design. That's a company based out of LA. Dude's name is Nick Martin. I have his email address here. They're just a film scoring and sound design company. They do a bunch of genres and styles. Next one is Wavelength Music and Sound. They're out of LA. They specialize in music score and sound design for film, full post-production audio services, dialogue recording, dialogue editing, sound effects, Foley, composition, arrangement, stuff like that. Then we have Time Thread Studios LLC. They're from Florida. Another scoring company, film scoring. They worked on large-scale productions. I have JPJ from Brisbane, from Australia, from Queensland. They're a production company, live production company. Where did my document go? Yep, there it is. Yep, JPJ. I have Asbury Studio in Adelaide. They're a sound production studio specializing in film scoring, award-winning stuff. I have Flix Tracks from New York. It's a music library production company, so they license music. Yeah, a bunch of composers and stuff. And I also have God, where to go? Merivale Street Studio, which is a studio in South Bank. Yeah, all right. Outline a minimum of. Oh, wait, anything to add?
Really? No.
Outline a minimum of 5 cultural issues. All right, I'll go quickly over this too because I wrote it up. So, first one is you want to make sure that everything you're doing in countries is legal. Stuff that is legal here might not be legal over there. So if you're in some like crazy eastern country, like if you have a gram of weed on you, you're going to prison for a long time. Stuff like that, which we don't consider to be that bad here. Language barriers can be pretty they can be an issue. So you're working with artists or companies in places that don't speak English, like how are you going to solve problems, stuff like that. Just use Google Translate. It's a good idea. I had one that you had, George, which is stuff on the road. So make sure you're driving on the right side of the road. A lot of countries have like especially in Asia, like in Vietnam, when I went to Vietnam, like the drivers were like crazy over there. Like I don't even think you have to do anything to get a license. So make sure you're safe and research how it works in other countries. Some countries have like different customs. So like the way you talk, or like you said with eye contact, like it's really important. Some places can just customs and stuff like that. I'm trying to think of something I haven't really done. Yeah. Another one is exchange rates. So overseas exchange rates can be a big problem if you're doing overseas trade. You can end up losing a lot of money. So make sure you're being careful with that. And because the Australian dollar is pretty weak, try to trade in stronger currencies like the US dollar or stuff like that. Anything to add?
So how would you be? What are the reasons you would be like over in other countries with your business?
So if you are like doing work for an overseas like game studio or something,
Right.
and
Okay.
they have their own studios there, or if you're traveling, say if an overseas, maybe like if you end up going international with the production company, maybe like some big overseas festival hires you out or something. I don't know. You just gotta be careful with that. Yeah.
Yeah, all good then.
Okay.
Good.
My 5 social issues. So one of them that I have is mental health. So being aware of mental health and advocating for mental health awareness within your business. Like employees, especially in the music industry, like with artists and stuff, mental health can be a big issue because like the insecurity with money and stuff like that. Sexual harassment can be pretty bad because of the overwhelming amount of men compared to women. So in the workplace, in like the venue, stuff like that could be pretty bad. So again, you have to always try to be aware of it and try to make other people aware of it. Another one is diversity within the workplace. So doing your best to hire a diverse workforce, whether that be culturally or genderly or stuff like that. It's always good to have a diverse workforce and a bunch of different perspectives. That kind of goes back into sexism. So not so much sexual harassment, but more to do with like how women can be treated in the workplace, like what you were saying with like because there's so many men and so little women, it can be hard for them to maybe feel equal, you know?
Right.
So always educate and stuff like that. I think that was 5, right?
I wasn't counting.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, cool. Anything to add or take away? I'm recording, yes. Good.
So how would you afford like all the equipment to start off with? Would you just be like getting loans and stuff?
I guess that's the way. Are you? Yeah. I mean, obviously, it'd take a while to get to that point, but it'd start off with like small PAs, build its
Right.
way up to large PAs, and the same with the sound, the composition one. You like start on smaller projects, and then as you get more recognition, you move your way up, whatever.
Yeah. I was just curious.
Yeah.
But yeah. Those social issues, good.
Cool. My environmental issues. So my first one is pollution. So, you know, by using like, I don't know, it kind of just links into just everyday life, like using cars and stuff. I mean, it's always going to be there when you're doing anything. So you always got to be kind of, I don't know, I guess I could say buy electric cars and ride bikes, but you can't really, yeah, that's pollution. No one littering. So make sure you're looking after the environment and not wasting, say, like if some cable, it's not even just littering, it's kind of just like recycling. Let's just change it to recycling. So like when things are broken or not working anymore, find a way to reuse it or fix it or something like that rather than throwing it away. Another one, a cool thing that I found was something that I didn't even think about. Music streaming has increased greenhouse gas emissions by like heaps just because of the energy it takes.
I read something about that.
Yeah, just because of the energy it takes to stream music.
Yeah.
So, yeah, well, I don't really know how you would work around that. Say like, well, I mean, you could always encourage people to purchase like physical things, or like just buy the album.
Take, what do you call the disc jams?
Floppy disk.
No, like the CDs. You put the CD in the thing and plug it in.
Oh, like a Walkman or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I should make a Walkman business. Maybe it could be cool again. People like vinyl now, so.
Yes.
Another one that I put that you also had was reusable plastics. So, I don't know, like with maybe try and find a way to make reusable like material, like I don't know, with like when you're making cable and stuff. So when it's broken, make like some sort of recyclable stuff
With
like
cable.
that. Yeah, with cable
break.
and when cables break, whatever. When it's donezo. And I also got noise pollution. So when working at festivals, especially, so on like, I'm pretty sure when you're like with super loud concerts and stuff, it drives away wildlife. So when you're out at like Splendor or something like that, like it's just pushing everything out. So it's kind of disturbing the habitat. So maybe shifting festivals into urban areas, like in like the Brisbane showgrounds or something like that. That's that. It's that one.
Right. I don't really have anything to add.
Okay.
I mean, they're like obviously other ideas. Like you
Yeah.
can just take ideas from mine,
Yeah.
but yeah, I guess it's your choice if you want more than 5 or not.
Mm. All right.
Yeah.
So, damn, I have to finish this up. N. With all the products and services. So obviously, my first company is selling a service rather than a product. It's a composing service. So you come to us, and you commission a song, or it's like a design for a game, a movie, a film, an ad, whatever. How will we attempt to commercialize, monetize? So it's through the website, through commercializing it through social media. I didn't really know what it meant by monetize. I mean,
I didn't
just put a
understand
price
it.
tag on it. So like just charge money for your concept.
Right.
Same with the second business. It's just, except this is a product more than a service, really. We rent out the PAs, the equipment, whatever. I feel like you can't really, I don't know, it's kind of harder to commercialize something like that. So social media kind of probably wouldn't work with something like that. So it's better to just kind of do a website, and maybe I said stuff about going to, all these companies end up at conventions and stuff like that, like Big Sound and stuff. So that's a good place to kind of network and get people to buy your stuff. Yeah.
Right.
That's that. The next one, my evidence of networking. So the first one I did was the dude I did my internship with at the end of last year, Dylan, assistant text. Excuse me. How will I potentially network with him? I hope that I can work with him again. Yeah. The next one I did was producer. Um, his name's Lachlan Gould. He's also known as Magoo. Um, he produced a bunch of cool Australian albums, like he did all of the Jungle Giant stuff and like Jeremy Neal and Velociraptor and some of those guys, stuff like that. And I just kind of said that I was interested in gaining insight, knowledge from him. Cool. My ethical issues. So I've got environmental degradation. So that kind of links into how we're degrading the environment through setting up festivals and doing stuff like that. And like I said before, maybe we should move out of that area and into more already urbanized areas if possible. Another one that I put was piracy. So you should always say, if you're like doing a sound library or something, or downloading a program. So if you want a DAW but you can't afford it, like you obviously shouldn't be pirating it. So always make sure to try and pay for the things you're getting. So like don't steal sounds or stuff like that. Pay for the library. Fair pay for employees. It's kind of pretty simple. Just pay them fairly. Copyright infringement. So making sure that you aren't infringing on copyright that's already set, and going out of your way to try and claim licenses and stuff where you can for copyright. And another one that I did, which is kind of cool, is fake reviews. So yeah, so it's kind of a thing that I guess companies do more in like film and stuff, where they will pay review companies or whatever to boost up their reviews. So if they're getting crappy reviews, then there's going to be some good ones in there. So yeah, say no to that one. Pardon?
I like that one.
Yeah. Create oh, sorry, is there anything else to add?
No.
Right. So create a list of 10 things I could personally. So too much workload, this is R. Try not to, like, when you're starting up a business, it's kind of just going to be you and one other person, or just you. So try and split the work with someone else, or try and don't carry it all on your shoulders. Going
Was
through
that one?
Pardon?
Is that one like manual handling?
No, like, so like even just like with starting up a business, like there's going to be a lot of work to do.
Oh right, I thought.
I didn't mean like literally on your shoulders, but I mean that counts too.
Sorry.
Financial turmoil, so it's going to be pretty hard to start up with no money and no money coming in, and you're doing a lot of spending when you're starting a business. So getting loans and stuff and kind of just toughing it out. Low amount of customers, so sometimes people just might not want it, especially like during this time, like with the live one, there's not many festivals, there's nothing going on, so no one really will be buying your thing. So you have to find out other ways. I don't even know how you would. I don't know how people are doing it now. If they're doing anything, just getting other jobs.
Yeah.
Loss of workers. So if people quit, you've got to find new workers. A low amount of workforce. No work in the market. So that one ties into now as well. So there's no actual work going around. No companies are hiring or anything. No one needs work. Yeah. Another one I talked about earlier, which is overbearing clients. So you kind of just have to work with them to get through that. Equipment failures. So if you're doing a recording or your PA system fails or something, then you kind of, well, especially with the PA one, you just have to supply another one. File corruption with the composition guy. A way to get around that is to just save it in a bunch of different places. Workers having poor work ethic. Ways to get around that, like talking with them about it, or just firing them if they suck.
Right.
And that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Compare your business concept. Oh, so here we have. Where did my document go? Comparing my business concept with examples of similar products or services that already exist. So for the composition one, I've got Asprey Audio, which is the dude based out of Adelaide, Justin Asprey. He's specialized in film scoring. He won a bunch of awards and stuff. I mean, obviously, my product at the moment, because it doesn't exist really, doesn't stack up. But I mean, yeah, just working with
Is that it?
No, I forgot what. For the
It's like paused. Right.
sorry, the sound production company, um, JPJ Audio. So that's kind of what the aim is to replicate, is to build up. So yeah, just be able to supply anyone with anything audio related. I'm just kind of summarizing everything because I have to go soon. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's me. That's mine done.
All right.
Let's hope that. Did
How
yours
many words
record?
do you have?
In the document.
Yeah.
Oh, let me
Is
just.
that I feel like that went on for ages.